How's it going, everyone? So we got some pretty bad news about David Bakhtiari right before the game against the Lions. So the Green Bay Packers officially put him on injured reserve after missing the last two games against the Falcons and the Saints. So there are a bit of reports that are stating that Bakhtiari yesterday on Wednesday went under the microscope and had knee surgery, which could potentially be one of two surgeries to try to clear up that constant knee problem he's had with the cartilage and try to get him back into some type of good form to where he doesn't have that chronic problem. The reports are that he could have a second surgery later down the road because this first one was just kind of the first part of the whole knee getting repaired and not being a chronic problem. So depending on how much truth there is to these reports, as of right now, with him going on IR, his earliest return would be Week 9 against the Los Angeles Rams. But there are a lot of fears and reports that he's probably going to be done for the season, especially if he's going to have these two surgeries. And that would bring him back in 2024. Now, his future is a little bit in question now in 2024 if he's actually out for this entire year, which is a huge blow to our offensive line because, once again, when he's out there, he's one of the top tackles. But for 2024, unfortunately, his cap balloons to $40 million. And at that cap hit, he would pretty much be one of the highest tackles, actually offensive linemen, being paid for 2024, which is great if he played all 17 games. But considering he barely plays and his frequent injury problems, it's a lot of money to pay for a tackle, especially with Bakhtiari, who seems to play 3-4 games a season. So the Packers kind of have a decision, and it could be dependent on what the Packers brass and Bakhtiari come to terms to, because I don't see the Packers taking on a full $40 million cap hit for Bakhtiari's services. Now, I'm sure the Packers wouldn't mind keeping him at a significantly lower price. Bakhtiari has stated that he does not want to retire at this current point, but would like to continue playing for the Packers. So there is some mutual interest, just depending on what type of pay cut Bakhtiari is really willing to take. Now, if the Packers did decide to release him next year, they would create around $21 million in cap space savings, which is very huge, even though we have a very young team. Depending on how this season continues to go and where we look like next year, extra cap room will be great, especially if we're going to, and will, at this rate, the way it's going, re-sign Jordan Love to a long-term extension. But I just wanted to give an update of, well, David Bakhtiari is on IR and his future with the Packers is kind of up in the air at this point. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.